Alrighty, welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players with us today, and you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got 3 games every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, of course, our Burning Veil campaign that runs alongside the Mortal Guardians, and our Dragonlance campaign. So, take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. And we'll begin with introductions. No, we're not beginning with introductions. We're beginning with a recap. I am out of it today, guys. So, last we left off, you had... Oh, Max, buddy. This is why you're not supposed to be back here. Seems that Max is just not staying put today. Last you left off, you had entered into the corpse mirror after having found that it seems that it is the Feyheart that you follow here is somewhere within the swampland. You've been searching for it, following the paths of arcane and your own intuitions. However, there is rumored to be a strange creature that takes up habitations here. The Winged Scourge, whose wind is heard in the night breeze. You are along the way when you met with a figure, a mage from Cindervale, she claimed. Liza. She has agreed to allow you all use of her map of the area as long as you help her in retrieving the artifact that was stolen from her by the swamp witch that she says is out here. So, how do you take to Liza?
Ready, and you're muted, by the way.
Door of Pearly Gates. Thank you very much. I guess, if there's a possibility that this witch knows where the thing is, right? The item that we're looking for. Because general direction?
It is in the general direction that you're moving that it seems Liza is heading in.
Yeah, so why don't we kind of take a look? Doesn't hurt to take a look.
Yeah. Sure, Talon.
Not hard to take a look, but sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
I got
sees
good vibes from her. But she doesn't get good vibes from
you.
no, from a certain person in the party.
Oh, right.
Certain person.
Sorry.
Oh,
Interesting.
But I'm getting decent vibes from Liza herself. Even though she hadn't seen my brother lately, but it's fine. No one has.
At least she knows of your family. Or so she says.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be right out. If you know of the drummers, you know of them. It's a distinct style of music, and
presentation.
Right.
100%.
3 feet tall.
And I'm so sorry that I'm talking about you. Like when you're standing right next to, yeah, that was rude. I apologize.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not the rudest thing that's happened in my company, so.
Oh,
Yikes.
yeah. Okay, so the map. Which way are we going?
I believe Freesta had free reign of the map.
Yes.
Oh, right. She was holding it upside down.
Yeah.
Would you like some assistance?
I've got it. Don't rush me.
Please help me. I want to get back in time for breakfast. Or dinner. Or lunch.
Someone
even,
please
really.
help me.
Liza will go over to help you with her map.
Thank you.
So, what skill checks would you like to make to navigate through the mirror?
Thanks.
Can I...
Go ahead.
Okay.
You go.
Can I perform my way through the swamp?
Let me go back. What skill checks do you think would be appropriate for navigating through the swamp?
I would like to use survival, please.
Hell yeah. You have advantage due to the map.
Can I do a nature check?
You can.
Okay.
I was also going to do a nature check, but now I feel like I'm copying, but I'm still going to do it anyways.
Wait, do I have advantage?
Nature does not help with the map.
That's very sad. Okay.
So, as you are moving through, you begin to pass through the area. Andy, you are noticing a lot of plants that are different than the plants you grew up with. You grew up in the hills, in the plains. This is a swamp. Two different ecosystems. But you aren't noticing anything that's, Dracolich or Dracolich adjacent, so that's very good based on the stories that you've heard. Freesta, as you are moving around, you're keeping an eye for any sort of natural dangers that could be about. You can't use an X file button. Make your way back here through unconventional means and then ask to be let out. I put up these defenses for a reason, and yet he still gets over them. So, as you are moving through Freesta, this is also very different than the realm that you were raised in. But that's the point. You're here to travel. You don't want to be there anymore. So you're keeping an eye out for anything that looks particularly dangerous, as you are quite aware of dangerous plant life and other wildlife. And so far you're not seeing anything, which is good. Tala, with the assistance of Liza and her map, you're able to keep the chart and the course. You progress forward in a way that very much is progressive. But you are still in the swamps. So, I will ask for another round of checks.
Can I do the same thing, or do I need to come up with something different?
I would say that perhaps going for something different.
Okay.
Yourselves cannot duplicate checks, but checks can be duplicated.
Okay. Can I do perception?
Sure.
Jinx.
Yeah, as long as you've not rolled a perception yet, you're fine.
I'll go for an investigation.
All right. So, as you are moving deeper into the swamplands, into the corpse mere, it's fairly pleasant. You're not truly seeing anything that is dangerous or disruptive. It's a little disgusting. Every so often you see a pocket of water and there's bodies in it. Corpsemere got its name for a reason. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Excuse me. Oh. So, thank you. As you are moving into the area, unfortunately, you don't see them until it is too late and they are upon you. As from the woods, a hunting party of what looks to be figures made of twigs and vines comes rushing out, and we are going to roll initiatives here.
Oh, crap.
God damn it.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay. Gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
Gonna be fine.
Everything's fine.
So, oh, good rolls for Tala and for Freesta.
I think you mean for Tala and Andy.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes. I know.
So Andy will go first, then Tala, then our Blight, and then we've got NPCs and Freesta. So, you are surprised by the first round of combat as these twig blights come out of nowhere, each of them taking a attempt to claw at you all. With a 14 to try and strike Andy,
Yep.
a 19 to try and strike Tala, and a 6 to hit Freesta.
Nope.
So, 2 points piercing damage to Andy, and 4 to Tala.
Okay.
As initiative takes effect, and Andy, it is your turn.
Okay, there's there's 3 of them?
There's 6 in total.
Oh, there's 6.
Yeah, it's a whole hunting party.
Great. So there's 6 of them. Are they like short or are these like tree-sized?
They are small-sized creatures, so they're about your height.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Except that means that it's easier for them to get your face.
Well, that's well, not really, but okay. How many of them can I get in a 15-foot cube? And not my companions?
From you, you could probably get 2 of them in a 15-foot cube that doesn't hit your companions.
That's sad. Okay, never mind. Okay, actually, this is a verbal thing. I'll just yell at the one that hit me. You are as fat as butter, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers on it. So
Okay.
we save, please.
He is not the most wisest of creatures. That is a 14 on its save.
Oh, it makes it. Schmuck. Okay, he takes. I think it's a half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? 5.
Yep. 5.
Something like that.
5, however, is enough. As you scream at this figure, it becomes brittle and breaks apart.
Wow. I didn't think I was that mean. Okay. I'd like to. Can I go over to maybe the one on Tala
Sure.
and yell at it a little bit? You big meaty! Pick on someone your own size. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
I don't think I can really do any bonus actions. No,
Yeah. This one doesn't break apart. Tala, we come to your turn.
I would like to. I look at Andy and goes, "Thank you," and I cast Shield of Faith on her. So that she gets +2 to her AC for the next 10 minutes, as long as I don't
Lose concentration.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. So that's your bonus action, I believe, with Shield of Faith.
Oh, it is?
I want to say Shield of Faith is a bonus action.
Yes.
So
Okay.
you have
Main
your
action.
action.
Can I do cantrip?
Yeah, you can do a cantrip.
Oh, hey, I would like to do a cantrip of done one that's attacked us to do a con save of 13, please, as I cast Frostbite.
Pretty good at con, but that's a bad roll. That's a 4.
Nice. So that is 5 points of damage, and then it has a disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
Oh well, this guy is like Dunzo. He's gone. So
Okay. Whoops.
that leaves the one in front of Frista and the other 3 in the hunting party, as it is now their turn. Frista, this one is going to try and claw at you.
I'm so pretty.
17.
That'll hit.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
The other 3, we've got 1 to 10, Andy. 16 for 5 piercing. 20 towards Tala for 3 piercing. And then our last one is going to go after one of our NPCs. That's going after Ranan. However, a 10 will miss her. So she's fine. It is our NPCs go after this. And it is who's going to act this turn? It is Cariante that acts this turn, as Kari is going to move up next to Frista. She is going to take a shove action with her shield to try and push this creature off of you. Unfortunately, this figure evades and is unable to move, or is unwilling to move, let's be more realistic here. And stays close next to you, Frista. As it now comes to your turn.
Okay, I'm going to ignore the one that's on me, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast the one that's on Andy.
Okay.
Hopefully. No.
Oh no!
Oops. It's fine.
So, unfortunately, that one does just go over.
bonus action, I'm going to activate my Crimson Knight on my bow, just so it's there.
I believe
Of course,
we had
it's 4 points.
advantage given to you after the fact from chat, so if you want to take that real quick.
After being so mean to me for the past 10 minutes, he does something good. It's a 15 hit?
A 15 will hit a blight.
Hell yes. 2 points of force damage. You're welcome.
Alright, this creature is still up in front of Andy, but it is wounded now. As Andy, we come to your turn.
Okay, so the one in front of me is damaged. I mean, screaming at it worked pretty well. Can it make me a whiz save?
Sure.
Wait, I'll pull up a. Let me see here. Your wit is as thick as mustard, you piece of twig. I mean, that doesn't really work.
That is a 1. Not a natural 1, but a 1.
I'm casting Vicious Mockery on it.
It falls to bits.
Yeah, perfect. Ah!
You've mulched it.
Excellent. I'll go over to the one on Freeston, and on the way I'm gonna say, Freeston, we gotta work on your aim. A little bit. But
I aim fine, I'm just new with magic. Leave me alone.
Oh, sorry. Touchy subject. My bad.
Tala, we come to your turn. You have one in front of you.
Yep. Game Master, by the way, I rolled con save for concentration. I failed.
All
So
right.
the shield faith is gone. I am going to go ahead and cast Bless on the 3 of us. So Bless on the first level.
Ooh.
And then that's my turn.
Okay. You each are blessed. And as that happens, it does come to our blights go. We've got one in front of Tala, who will try and claw. But a 7 misses.
Oh, thank goodness.
We've got one in front of Freesta, who will try to claw.
Good.
With a 19.
That will hit.
Freesta, please take for me 3 points of piercing damage. And we've got the last one, who is on Renan currently. Does she stay there? No. It's going to move, risking an attack of opportunity. Renan will take. And she fucking crits. So with the dagger that has been provided to her, very quickly, it's very much instinct. You can tell that is driving her motions than any sort of conscious thought. It seems that Renan is experienced with figures running away from her in battle, enough that as the dagger hilt comes quick to her hand, it is quicker in the motion that she cuts out and behind this creature and brings it down before it can leave. Freesta, it is now your turn.
I kind of need to prove myself, but I already Crimson Knighted my bow. What's one that's not on me?
The one on Tala.
I will shoot the one on Tala. Good bless, I'm going to try with a d4. How about an 11?
Unfortunately, 11's not quite enough.
Okay. That's my turn done.
Andy, it's your go.
I'm really tempted to do a whiz save on myself to not fall over laughing. Can I no, forget I said that to you. Can I just hit the one that's on freestyle?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I mean, yelling at them's worked really well, but I'll pull out my rapier and brandish it and think of Uncle Arnick and his teachings, and I'll try and hit the blight, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Definitely.
I hope it's dead.
Oh, for sure. Your rapier pierces into this creature with a flourish, and it falls.
Ah, cool. Just gonna, with my little feet, I'm gonna run over to the one on Tala.
Easily done. As you rush over to the one on Tala, do you come to your turn?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cast Frostbite again.
Okay.
Con save 13.
It's a 17.
That's my turn.
It is utter blight. He's the only one left. He is in between Tala and Andy at this point. And Andy, you are his level. He's going to turn and he's going to try and claw at you. Going right for the eyes.
Great.
21.
A hit by a lot.
And that is 5 points of piercing damage.
Fuck.
With that, however, it is the end of his turn. It is going to be our NPCs go. Who will act? That will be Ansel who acts. What does he do?
Heal me, please.
He's only got so many healings he can do. And if you survive, he can always get you out of combat.
If? Wow. Yikes.
Yeah, yikes indeed. Don't bully Ansel so much in the middle of the night.
Hey! I helped him sleep. He should be thankful. Not that he knows that, because I would never rub that in.
He's going to, he is actually going to throw a healing out towards Andy. You have a healing word, and you will heal for, that is going to be 5 points of healing.
Thanks, buddy.
And, with that, Freestyle, it is your turn. There's one blight left.
Okay. I will try with all of my might. Just shoot this thing. Please, God. That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Thank Jesus. That's 8 points of piercing and 4 points of cold.
Yeah, this, figure crumples over, and you find yourselves no longer bound by initiative.
Ow.
Ouch. I'm going to collect my arrows. No one talked to me. No one saw anything.
Okay. But, just saying.
How are you guys?
I've been better.
Okay. I'm going
Two-thirds.
to go ahead and go up to you and go, cast, okay. Cure wounds at first level. Oh,
could
that's
just-
stuck.
We could take a rest.
Just in case. And then can I use my bonus action to do my Fey restoration thingy?
You would just add that onto this. So
Okay.
as part of your casting, you would just add Fey
Oh,
Restoration.
that's 4 points. So that's 12 points altogether.
For free stuff?
For
To
you,
you. I
Andy.
thought you said you already.
Oh! Oh, thank you.
To Freesta, however, you do hear footsteps behind you, and it is Cariante. And I see that you are perhaps a bit emotional.
Maybe,
However-
I don't know.
However, I also saw that you did take a few hits. I am capable of providing some healing if you would be receptive.
Please.
As she begins a small prayer to Salantra, her hand begins to glow. She reaches out and places it upon you. She will give you 10 points of healing from lay on hands.
I am not on the brink of death.
I would very much
good.
enjoy you not being on the brink of death.
I also enjoy me not being on the brink of death. Thank you very much.
Of course. So, you all are able to move back onto the path of traveling through Corpsemere. But why don't we get, as you are moving through this area, I'm going to ask you to roll for me investigation, perception, or survival checks here.
Ooh,
Okay.
22.
You start to hear where the sounds of wildlife dissipate and lessen. It is almost as if the life here stops. And it is just you causing any sort of noise. I will say that Andy, in the quiet of the woods and the swamp, you notice something. Things that don't quite add up.
Oh, good.
Runes carved into the trees. And candles that the wax melted along the sides down into the ground and into rocks that are painted and have charcoal markings upon them. You also hear in the tree branches the echoing of voices lingering. They make no words, but just sounds.
It's concerning. I'll try and quietly point that out to everyone. And can I go up and try and poke one of the runes or something?
Yeah, you poke a rune and you can feel the divot into the bark of the tree where it has been carved. It is cold, slightly damp. There is a mist that settles over the area, but it is not thick. Not overly so.
Hey, Liza? Is your witch around here by chance?
Who has the map currently?
Not me.
You do.
Oh, I do.
That's a
And
good
she
plan.
goes into her bag. Oh, I do. And as she opens it up, looks around. Yeah, we're on the way towards the witch's estate. Why do we think that we crossed into her domain already? Because if so, I'll have to update my map.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't carve my woods like this. In fact, I try not to go into woods, but besides the fact.
Well, I'm from the city most of the time. If there's any carvings, they're long there before I arrive.
Okay, cool. So, Dracolich, I hope doesn't do this. So likely it's the witch.
I still think that it's just more stories rather than anything that we need to be worried of.
I heard it yesterday. Or this morning.
Hey, Game Master.
Mm-hmm.
I speak Draconic, Druidic, and Elvish. Do I recognize the runes at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Do we think they might be language, or do we think they're magical?
Ooh, can I do detect magic?
You can roll a detect magic. Friesta, you're welcome to do an Arcana check.
Right, I'd like to ritually cast Detect Magic, please.
All right. So ritually casting will be a 10-minute wait. So,
Yeah.
as you are looking, Frista, you think that they are more runes of power and intention, magic, things rather than anything of any sort of language. Um,
Wait for
Frista,
Andy to finish the spell.
with a 17 Arcana check,
Sure.
can I have Frista roll for me a history check?
Would Hunter's Bane apply?
I think so, yes.
Oh, yes. 10.
Something about the runes is almost familiar. You think of home. You don't know why. Perhaps it's just a lot of crazy things that are happening. Perhaps you're thinking of the Vilmist tree that you had dealt with in town not too far from here. But you are on edge. Ten minutes goes by. And Andy, you blink. A few things alight upon your companions. And the trees themselves do not seem to alight. Whatever the runes carved into them, doesn't seem that it is active currently.
So what are we thinking?
I still don't like trees. I don't think we'll die by walking past them.
Okay, we'll just be extra careful just in case that's like a warning thing, right? Like, do not enter.
I would have expected more of a head on a pike, personally.
Well, we
But
did have a greeting, party.
hunting party.
Hunting greeting party, yes. So we should, they could say, hey, warning, like, parties going on. Like, do not come. Okay, let's be careful.
Okay.
I don't think the runes are language. I don't think they're trying to convey anything rather than they do something.
Like,
I don't know.
Like something I don't really want to find out.
do you think we shouldn't go in because it may just change us to trees?
Ew,
I don't
awful.
think so. I just think we should be careful and stay wary of the weird carvings in the trees.
Okay. All right, we'll
Check.
keep an eye out.
Already there.
We go forward.
All right. As you move in deeper, you get to an area where it's hard to walk. The terrain is difficult, overgrown, and the ground is moist, wetter, less solid as you step. You get the sense that you are being watched, perceived. You all feel it.
You guys kind of getting that weird feeling like we're being watched?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is my grandma around?
Go ahead, give me a perception check.
Ugh. I hoped I'd left her back there. Oh, dirty 20.
You don't see anything. But you do hear something, Andy. Faint, very faint. You don't understand the words, but you can hear it. The melody, the tune. It's singing, and it carries over the wind to where you are.
Sing.
It seems very jubilant.
I'll share that and then start going over like, oh, maybe they're saying hello.
I don't think so.
As
Andy, remember what we said?
You guys are pessimistic.
Andy, as you start the attempts to moving over, while your friends try and speak reason to you, you see torchlight that flickers in the mist.
Oh, like a house or like a person with a torch?
It would be more akin to a person with a torch. You don't see clearly, it's a little bit too far in the mist, but you do see the light that comes from it.
Oh.
What?
There's a light up there.
No. Okay, that's freaky.
Well, I was gonna say good, but
Hey,
freaky.
Liza? Did you meet anybody else besides us while you were here before?
Well, I didn't meet you guys when I was here before. I met the witch in the swamp, who's this way.
Do you recognize that light and the being that seems to be holding it?
She peers forward. She doesn't... I mean, I don't see anyone kind of holding the light. I do see the light there, but it wasn't this misty the last time I was here.
Does the witch
I'll
like
keep
to
walking.
sing at all?
What was
Does
that
the
for?
witch like to sing?
I don't know. Potentially. I didn't ask her what she did in her free time. I asked her if she could make me a thing.
Well, if you've talked to her, then you must recognize her voice. Does the singing sound like her?
She tries to close in. It's very distant. It's hard to make anything out for sure. Like, you hear it, but it's not clear.
Boy.
You and my friend are not a musician. I'm gonna keep walking forward.
I walk behind her.
Music, come on. We'll be fine. I'll pull out my flute.
Oh God, maybe we shouldn't do that now. Like once we figure out the person is good. Andy.
Okay, here's the thing. I can blast them with my flute, or I could play them a nice melody. So,
Oh Lord.
I figure. Or I could hit him on the head with it, although Corzin would have my head, so I won't do that.
The light that you walk towards shifts. As if it begins to walk too. Further ahead, deeper into the swamp.
Not a good sign.
Yeah. Hey, Feywild friend, what is that?
Friesta, I think that's you.
Yeah,
I have not told anyone that I'm from the Feywild.
I assumed, since you knew that tree from the thing over there.
I like to read.
Okay, Friesta person who likes to read and makes me breakfast. What, do you recognize moving torchlight?
Nope.
Okay. Should we call out and say hello? It kind of worked last time.
I turn to the NPCs. What do you guys think?
I think that we just continue onwards. We've got business, and I mean, I'm here to help you guys as you guys help me. I'm inclined to agree with Liza. We are here to find this shard, this Fey heart.
Yes, I
This
agree.
is odd, but we must persevere and head forward. If our direction lies in the path ahead of us, then we take what comes.
I agree with all of that. But here's the thing. The game master is like literally shining a flashlight over there. Says, "Oh, look." And it's hard to ignore that. You know what I mean?
I don't know who this figure you call the Game Master is, unfortunately.
Frista, what do you want to do?
I'm split and followers of the party gods.
So, Andy, you want to go?
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
do.
Okay, let's go.
They're singing. Come on.
How bad could it be, right?
Yeah.
And we're going the same direction. I mean,
Yeah. There's nothing wrong here. As you continue, remember you are struggling here every so often. The difficult terrain dragging against you. The mist, it is not overcoming, but it is a bit frustrating that whoever it is, you can't quite see the figure, but you see their beacon of light just ever so further into the mist ahead of you.
hey, Game Master, may I? Is there like a perception or insight check that I can make to see if I've seen something like this before in nature?
That would be a history check.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, it was a 15 and it rolled over.
You've not seen anything like this before.
Okay. I think Hala is going to say, let's keep following as long as we're going the same direction. If it starts deviating, let's discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we still hear the music?
It's faint, but it doesn't seem to change much.
So it's not like it goes further away, it goes quieter or louder, it's just the same volume?
It just seems the same volume, the same distance.
And we don't recognize the language.
It's not close enough for you to recognize any language. You don't hear any clear words, anything like that. You just hear the voices, the tone of it. It sounds happy, jubilant. You hear the way that it creates a melody instead of just something speaking.
Andy?
Hi.
Do something stupid. Can you, like, come up with a accompaniment, like, melody or something and try it out with your flute?
I would love to. Can I do a performance check?
You can 100% do a performance check.
Great. I've been wanting to do this forever. 30-20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Andy's accompaniment matches very well, but it seems to almost drown out the sound as it is so close to you comparatively. But it's pleasant. It's very joyful, which is a contrast to the area that you walk in currently. But it helps. It gives you a beat to pull your feet from the muck. And then we've got... You see the light ahead of you. Blink out.
Can we still hear the music? I'll stop playing.
As you stop playing, you still hear the sounds of singing.
Wasn't me.
But the light is gone.
What do we see? Like nothing?
You see the mist ahead of you. The path has not changed. You just don't see the light.
Shit. So how far can we see into the mist? Are we talking 30 feet, 50 feet?
You can see about 25 clearly. This figure that you were following has been beyond that because you couldn't see any sort of outline or shape of their body, but you did see the light.
And far as the directions that we've been walking. Hey, Liza? Are we still on course?
Yeah, I've got the map right here, and we've not taken any sort of turns. Unless we did and we didn't know it, but everything seems straight and narrow to me.
Okay, continue on. Into the mist we go.
Oh.
It is well.
As you... Max, buddy, you gotta stop.
It makes.
You do, though. You can't be doing this. Just gonna... When your daddy wakes up, I'm gonna tell him all about the naughty stuff you've been doing. Alright. So, as you are, as you walk through, proceeding onwards, you do get into an area where the mist breaks apart. Not entirely, you still see it kind of around the edges, but you enter into a clearing. It's almost a clearing. There is a wide bog, almost like a lake. You see it has a thin land bridge down the center, almost splitting the muddy marshes in two. You see no sign of anyone bearing a torch. You see no sign of anyone at all. Just the large lake.
Liza, does this look familiar to you?
Yeah. Don't look. I understand Corpsemere has got a name and all sorts of weird stories around it. Don't let it get to you. This place is totally fine. Except for, you know, the fact that there's undead here because of the crisis. But like I said, I've not seen any of them. We're good.
Go forward.
Okay. It's at this point.
What's the lighting situation?
It's dim light. It's not enough that you need light. If you'd like some, you can have it, but
No, I don't need it.
Andy, you would be the first to notice this, as you were the first to notice it before. The sound of singing isn't present here.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's entirely quiet. All the last remaining bits of the wildlife seem to have died off. As we walk down the narrow land bridge, it is wide enough that two of you could walk side by side without issue. But it is not quite so wide that you can all just move together like you have been.
I vote Kari go first.
Cariante? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I would like to stay with Renan.
Alright. Who wants to be after Cariante?
Go.
I'll hide behind somebody.
We'll do Freesta and then we'll have Ansel, because Liza does not want to be up near Kari. And run on.
Is anyone else nervous that Faye is writing this order down?
Don't be. Tala wants to be near Ronan. We'll have Andy hiding behind them, and then Eliza taking up the rear. That's everybody. So, as you head down, let us get perception checks.
Twinsies.
The waters are murky, dark, but they seem still. No movement except for the brief ripple as a wind blows by.
I would like to cast Detect Undead and lot of BBEGs, please.
I feel that that's a 9th level spell. You don't have access to that yet. You do see, all of you, the faces of the dead here in the bog. Bloated and old. These are the dead that make the name of Corpse Mere what it is. But Tala, as you look into the waters and you see these faces, you can swear you see those dead eyes following you as you walk.
Oh, God. How much is that true, do I think, or how much am I letting my imagination run with me? I would like to insight check myself, please.
Go for it.
I'm kidding.
It's whatever you want to do here.
I keep going, but I feel kind of an unease. Okay. I feel uneasy, and I kind of mention it to the group. Guys, these corpses are kind of skiving me out.
I've never known corpses to make someone feel comfortable.
Let's be
Necromancers.
God.
Fair
I
enough.
think one of
I
my
stand
uncles was one of
corrected.
those.
Andy,
Oh,
can you make
Yeah?
for me a athletics or an acrobatics check?
I
Ooh.
would love to.
Oh,
How?
God.
Yeah, we're doing acrobatics. 14.
14? That's very good. However,
I feel mocked.
you feel around your ankle the iron grip of something. You all hear the splashing of water as an arm shoots up
Oh no.
and starts to drag Andy into the water.
That's
We're going to
probably
roll
too easy.
initiatives here.
Ah.
As
Oh. Hey.
zombies
Oh no,
begin to pull themselves out of this brackish water, bloated, full of the bog water for years. And what sort of... Let's do this. Alrighty, so that's our zombies. And that is our allies. And who will go first? That is Andy. Andy, you are being dragged by a zombie right now. It seems that it wants to get you close to it, and he's still in the water. What are you doing?
freaking out. What the fuck? I'd like to cast Dissonant Whispers at it, thinking of my brother and how big of a pain in the butt he is, and that it usually works if he yells at them enough to get away from him.
All right.
Can it do a whiz save, please?
That is a 19.
Ah, schmuck. Okay, he takes half damage. Oh, a really crappy roll. He takes 3 psychic.
All right. So, as he takes that 3 psychic, he does not let loose his iron grip upon you. Freesta.
Cool. I'm going to. How far away is Andy from me?
Andy from you currently is about 10 feet. If I'm looking. Closer to 15 feet from where you are standing in the order. But you would also see that Andy's zombie is not the only one. There are others that are getting up and around here.
I'm going to shoot the zombie that's trying to pull Andy down.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Save your friends.
That's a 17.
17 hits.
I want to save my friends, don't say it like that. That's 8 points of piercing and 2 points of cold.
Max, let me do math. Thank you. Cool. That is an arrow into the zombie.
Just in case it matters, because I have the crimson right on my bow, the piercing is magical.
It helps.
Cool. And the zombies is... No, we'll leave that. That's my turn done.
Okay. It is our NPCs go after this. And what is going to happen is we'll have Liza is going to move and take a very defensive action. She takes the dodge action. And then we've got Ansel is going to provide help for you, Freesta, for the next one. And Carianthe will run into the water. So she has her shield out, but does not have her sword drawn. And so she is going to try and grab you. Max, can you... Thank you. So as Kari comes forward, she's going to make a grab for you, Andy. Do you fight against her?
Wait, Kari is trying to grab me?
And pull you back. So...
Oh, yeah, please.
So, as she grabs onto you, she's going to then... It's a contested strength roll against her and the zombie now. Oh man, this zombie wants you. That is an 18 that the zombie rolled. So, it beats her out, and so while she's now there, she's unable to pull you from its grasp. And Max, you just finished trying to bite me. Now you're back. Oh my god. So, it is our zombies go, and our zombies, we've got the one on, it's gonna go after you. I need, as it pulls itself to you, Andy, off of that grip, its hand moving from your ankle to your shoulders. I need you to make a... I need you to make a strength save as it begins to pull you away from Kari.
I won't go well. Oh my gosh.
You are not pulled towards it, and manage to hold on to Kari, which means that he does not get to do his special thing here. But we've got our other ones. Do we have anyone close enough? let's... Oh no, Sirenscape. Hold on.
Some EDM rave music going on.
Yeah, Sirenscape is messed up right now, so we're gonna close the program. So that happens. There's not one that is quite close enough to close distance with Freesta, but it is definitely trying. You can see as it moves, waterlogged with heavy steps. And bam, there we go. We'll have that up so that way I can get music for you here in just a moment, but that still needs to load. But that's all that our zombies can do this round is get closer. Tala. What do
I
you
would
wish
like
to
to
do?
cast Bless on, in the first level. I would like to cast that on Freesta, Andy, and Kari.
Alright. Blesses upon Freesta, Andy, and Kari. Lovely. That is your action. Do you do anything else upon your turn?
I hate it here too. That's it.
Andy, we come to your turn.
Oh, I'm so concerned. We're gonna try Dissonant Whispers again. I'm gonna think of all the times that my brother was so irritating that I wanted to punch him. Not that that ever did anything either. So can he do another whiz save for me, please?
13 on the saving throw.
Makes it. Schmuck. Okay, this is second level. 10.
10 is enough that this one loses its grip upon you and falls back into the water.
Good boy.
Get off me. I'm
Uh,
gonna try and get out of the water.
Yeah, usually Kari's able to help you out of the water.
Good.
But more of the undead begin to rise and walk. And some begin to block your path forward.
Should probably try to get through this quickly.
This
So,
isn't good.
Freista. It's your turn. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot a thing. I need a con save from Andy as this one died.
Oh no! What does
I
that
don't like
mean?
these. Oh,
It's like one
okay.
of the ghost
15.
things.
Okay, so you will only take half damage as this thing bursts apart into water. So that's going to be 7 points necrotic damage that you take.
Oh. Cool.
Alright, now, Freesta.
Cool. How close is the one that's coming towards me?
The one that's coming towards you is currently 15 feet away from you.
Cool. We're going to Hex as a bonus action.
Okay.
Disadvantage on strength checks for this one.
Very
And I'm going
good.
to shoot him.
Alright.
There's a 14 hit. I have plus. I'm going to use it just in case. 16.
That'll hit.
Hell yes. Let's go for a 7 and a 1. But 4 piercing, magical. 1 point of cold. And 2 points necrotic.
Okay.
In terms of moving forward, is that towards zombies or away from them?
Moving forward would be moving towards zombies that are already on the land bridge, moving back zombies that are making their way towards the land bridge. There's zombies all around.
Cool. How far away is the zombies in front of us?
Well, the closest one to you is 15 feet, and they're just kind of interspersed about, so.
I'll just stay where I am. That's my turn done.
That sounds good. It's our NPCs going this time, and who will go? We'll have Ronan and Ansel this time. They will go for ranged with a firebolt and a, so that'll hit, and then He's got to make a dex save. He fails. So, the one coming towards Freesta fails his dex save and takes radiant damage from Ansel's Sacred Flame. A little further beyond, we've got the Firebolt damage. So, zombie number 2 takes that damage. And that is what our NPCs can do this round, as we come to our zombies. And our zombies, again, move a little bit closer this time. But still not quite enough to reach Freesta as they end their turn 5 feet away from you. The others get closer and closer. Tala.
I would like to go ahead and, with the one of the ones that's blocking the way, can I, actually, can you skip my turn for a second?
Yeah,
Sorry.
we can hold. So we'll hold Tala's turn here for a moment. And with that, Andy.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Are the zombies in front of us? I'd like to move up towards Freesta.
Okay.
Are the zombies in front of us, like, close together? Or are they, like, spread out?
They're a little spread out, but they take up the path.
Okay, how many can I get in a 15-foot cube?
You could get 3 of them in a 15-foot cube.
Okay. Okay, I will take out my rapier and try and channel some of my older relatives.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see here. Are there like 2 within 5 feet of each other, or is it more one-on-one situation?
There's not any that are close to the closest one. If you run past him, you could be risking an attack of opportunity to get to one that would have 5 feet.
Yeah, never mind. Okay. I will. Let's see here. I will try and channel Aunt Zaya and try a defensive flourish on one in front if I hit.
All right, go for it.
And there's bless in there. Oh, well, okay, cool. 22.
A 22 will definitely strike, and I need, since you are the only one within melee, another con save from Andy.
Oh, with 8 it goes down? Well, that's cool. Okay, con save.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Yeah, just put it in there. 15.
Alrighty. 15, that's going to be half damage. Yeah, that'll work. So, that is 10 points on a failed save of necrotic damage, so you take half, so 5.
Did great.
Alright.
That's it.
With that, it is going to then be Freesta, your turn. The one that was coming towards you is gone. Exploded into dark waters.
Tala's back if she wants to take her turn.
Tala, if you would like to take your turn.
Crap. I would like to go ahead and the one that's with... Crap. The one that's on the road, but is there one that's far away from people?
Yeah. There's a handful of ones that are on the road far away from people.
Like, but on the way that we're going?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Can I grab one of those within 60 feet and then have it do con save 13?
Sure. That is a 25.
Okay, and then as a bonus action, may I do healing word on Andy?
Sure.
Okay, that's 10 points of healing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
Alright, so Andy gets 10 points of healing here. With that, Freesta.
were those 2 zombies in front of us?
Well, there's more than 2, but there was 2 within the 15-foot cube. Others than the
Yeah,
one
so
that
there-
you had.
Yeah, I was going to ask, if we got past those 2, was it clear, or is there a lot more?
There's more. Not, like, a lot. At least not that are on the land bridge, but again, like, creatures are moving out of the water.
Cool. So there's 2 in front of me and Andy.
Yep.
Right. Is the one that I hexed down, or is it
Yes,
another one?
it's down.
One section. I'll move hex to one of the other ones.
Sounds
Gain
good.
Disadvantage on strength, and I'll shoot him.
Alright, sounds good.
And that's a 23 to hit.
Lovely damage.
No, it's not. That's 5 piercing. 1 cold. And 6 necrotic, which they're probably resistant to. Probably resistant to cold now that I think about it too. That's my turn done.
That is one zombie looking a little rough. With that, just as our NPCs go, who's going to act this turn? We'll have Kari act this turn, and so as she rushes from the water, brandishes her sword, she's going to move in and try to take one of the ones on the pathway. That was gonna be so good. However, she still will hit with her modifier. And then that's a decent amount of damage. There is the moment that as she slashes at this creature, the burst of water, but she brings her shield up and protects from taking any damage. It's our zombies go. And you see where the zombies from the front, they will go at Kari because she's close enough for them to reach. Yeah, that gets a hold of her. So she's grappled, and because of that, she's got to do this against the special. She manages to hold the beast back, getting her shield in between and starting to press it away from her, but is unable to break free from the grapple currently. I need a... Oh, let's do it this way. That is a 14 to hit Tala, which will miss. And you would have advantage, however. It's still a 14. So, you're good. He gets to try it again. But a second attempt is worse. So, you're good. And that is it for our zombies this turn, as Tala, you are almost taken down into the waters, it seems. The others do move closer. And Tala, it is your turn.
In order for me to break away from it, is that athletics?
No, you're not. You weren't grabbed.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
They were trying to grab me.
He was trying to grab you. He failed.
Okay, I would like to go ahead and do come on. Frostbite again. Con save 13.
All right. On this guy.
Mm-hmm. No one tried to grab me.
That is an 11.
Ooh. That is 2 points of frostbite damage and has a disadvantage.
Okay, sounds good. With that, it is Andy. Your go.
Cool. Was Kari engaging the 2 in front of Rista and I?
Yes. She had taken care of one of them, and it burst apart, and then another one came upon her and has her grappled.
Okay, I'd like to attack the one that has her grappled.
Go for it.
I don't have advantage, right?
No, not at this moment.
Cool. I'm gonna channel Uncle Onik and see what's what. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
that'll go.
Awesome. 8.
Cool. Anything else?
No.
All right, no worries. With that, it is going to be Freesta, your turn.
The one I've hexed is still up.
The one you hexed is no longer up. Wait.
Oh, the one I moved hex last turn.
Yeah, no, that one went down because that was the one that Kari had exploded. But there's another one that's on Kari.
Right, I'll move hex and take a shot.
Okay.
So that's between a 19 and a 3. 12?
12 will hit.
That's 9 points of piercing damage,
Lovely.
3 points of cold, and 6 points necrotic.
Cool. I need Andy to roll for me a con save.
Oh.
Because you are within 5 feet as this thing explodes.
Yeah, I forgot. I should have moved. Nope, I failed that one.
So you
Even with what? Oh, yeah, you did.
I mean, you
I'm
can
just gonna
roll it.
for funsies. 9.
9, unfortunately, is not enough, but Kari also fails, so...
Oh, great.
And Ari rolled with a +2.
Kari rolled less than Andy's original.
Wow.
So... Kari's not getting it. So that is 13 points of necrotic damage on a failed save. And that is bam, bam. All right. That means we come to our NPCs go. Kari is going to use her action to do a lay on hands to Andy. You will get back 5 points of healing.
Thank you.
And other zombies are going to go. The one on near Tala is going to try and still go for Tala. Does have disadvantage. So that's definitely going to miss. That's a 7. But he'll try again. And still misses, so you're fine. With that, we've got more of them kind of that hobble inwards and sort of make the path difficult. And Tala, we come to your turn.
If I stretch really, like, big stretch, like, can I touch Andy?
No.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Okay. Can it make me another con save 13, please?
100%. That's another 25.
Oh, for crying out loud, that's my turn.
Huh.
Alright, Max, I see you. Everyone else does as well. So.
Okay, hold on. Freesta, how are you looking?
With her eyes?
It looks fine.
Okay.
I know that Lexi heard that.
I also heard that.
Andy heard that.
I didn't hear it.
Good.
It's the same joke I make anytime someone asks how something's looking with their eyes. Max just gave me a dirty look.
Good job, Max.
As he should.
So, as you guys are moving, that was Tala's turn. Andy, we come back to you. There are more zombies that are on their way towards you.
Cool. Okay, so how are they grouped together? So I'm considering either Thunderwave or just hitting them with my rapier.
None of them are, so you don't have like a full concentration of that will.
Okay.
But Thunderwave could help because it'll
Nice.
get them pushed back if they fail that save.
Oh, that's a good point. How many can I get in that 15-foot cube?
If you run up, you could get 3, maybe 4. The last one's kind of hard to really gauge.
Okay. We're gonna try that.
Okay.
Because I don't like getting explodified zombie bits on me.
That's
Uh,
fair. I don't think anyone does.
Again, I think I have some uncles. Okay, we're gonna do this at second level because I got nothing better to do.
All right.
Can they make me a con save, please?
They can. What is your spell save DC?
13.
All
Hey,
right.
that's pretty good.
2 of them fail, and 2 of them succeed.
Schmuck. I think it's half, yeah?
Mhm.
Yep. So it's, yeah, half.
All right. So, the 2 that succeed still stand, but the other 2 explode.
Ha.
One of them that
Oh, no.
failed is nearby. I need a con save from you, Andy.
I really hate these con saves here, DM. How's it? Wait, hold up.
God bless.
Got this. How's it 11?
And 11 just fails.
Crap.
Pray I roll
So,
bad.
I'm praying really hard to a god I don't know.
That is 10 points necrotic damage.
And we're still vertical. It's fine.
Oh man. I'm looking at that right now. Holy shit.
Any guesses from the audience or my fellow players on how many HP I have?
Chat, put it in chat if you got a guess. How vertical is a halfling really? Hell yeah. The only one that matters.
We're fine.
So, with that, yeah, you've got 2 more down, and 2 that are very badly wounded. 1 that's near Tala, more behind you. As Freesta, what are we doing?
Okay, I'm going to shoot the one that keeps doing grabby hands at Tala.
Okay.
He's been there for a while and he's starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll move Hex first.
Okay.
And that's a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 11 points of piercing damage. 4 points of cold damage. And 4 points necrotic.
Tala, you are within 5 feet. I need you to make for me a Constitution saving throw. 17 is fine. You will take half damage. As his creature is exploding in this disgusting black water. That is 11 halved down. You will take 5 necrotic damage. Alright. So, with that, it is... Can I have you all... No, you don't even have to. You all hear the whistle that comes sharply over the bog. And you follow it and you see an older woman there. She wears a simple dress and high-length leather boots. And starts to wave at you all and draw your attention. She's on the other side, past the zombies, but as you see this, and she's calling you, beckoning you over, you see where she shouts something. What languages do you all speak?
Just Common and Sylvan.
Halfling. Hey,
Oh.
comment.
Tala's muted.
Draconic, Druidic, and Elvish.
Frista, you hear the words. They don't mean much to you, but they are in Sylvan. As she basically tells these zombies to get off. And as the words fall over, they respond almost like they did to Carianthe's sword when you had encountered her for the first time. They run anywhere that is not near you all, back into the bogs and under the water, and allow you all passage where the woman waves to you all.
I go up to Andy.
I'm probably on the ground.
Yeah, I go up to Andy and go, oh my god, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Kari
like food? Do you have any like food?
says,
I heal you for 16 hit points.
Kari at the front. I don't think we've got much time if this is anything like what I can do. Let's worry about getting to safety first.
Yep.
Okay.
So, as you guys run, you soon make it over to the old woman. And oh, dearies. And you especially. You look all soaked. Let's get you back someplace where we can freshen you up, fill you with food, get you dried by the fire.
Yes, please.
Oh, thank you.
And she smiles, and as she does so, you see she is missing a few teeth. But
thank you very much. My name is Tala. You saved us.
Sometimes they just don't know who's here to visit and who's really a threat.
Well, we hope that we're not a threat.
I hope you're not a threat too. I'm inviting you all to my home.
That's great. Yeah. What should I call you?
Name's Old Elephas.
Elephas. Thank you,
Elephant?
Old.
What was that, Andy?
Elephant?
Elephas. I'll post it in chat later.
L. Let's go.
Yeah, take this L. So, as you all begin to move, she does seem to lock eyes upon Liza, and smiles once more. Huh. Seems you're back again for another treat, dearie. Actually, about that, I'm here to discuss our previous business. You still have, that artifact, that gem that I traded you, right? We can deal with business as soon as we get back to the house. We've got people that are cold.
Hungry. Yep.
So, she begins to walk. And again, with her, she wears very simple clothes, and the leather boots allow her to walk easily through the swamp. It seems that this woman has lived here for long enough that the terrains that would deter others are second nature to her. But
as we're going, and he's gonna, with a bloody hand, take out from her pouch a little pearl that her brother gave, and whispers something very self-conscious about it, and gains back a spell slot.
And I produce flame on my hand, and I walk next to Andy so she's not so cold as You know.
Do any of you seek out any conversations during travel, or?
Eliphas, thank you so much. How did you know that we were there?
I
That
heard.
we
I heard the splashing of the waters. Again, they're not the most graceful of keeping, but they let you know when things are happening. I was out tending to the wells, and I'm not terribly far from the bog.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but you live out here. Why?
It keeps a
Please
lot of
don't tell me.
the taxmen and other people that would come and aggravate on your doorstep far away.
Well, there's that, but don't you find it dangerous?
Dangerous how?
Do the corpses not bother you?
Yeah, the dead are dead. Those ones are brought back by magic, but not anything that I'm unaware of.
Did they always come back, or has it been recent?
Oh, those ones, they've been like that for years now. Like I said, they don't always know the best way to tell who's a visitor and who's a threat, but yeah, that kind of intelligence you don't typically see amongst the undead. So you have to forgive them.
Sorry, how were you able to control the undead? You made them all go away when you called out.
Yeah, well, you don't learn nothing being out here as long as I have. If I'm to live so close to them, eventually I do have to head out and get all sorts of bargainings. I can't sit off of the land alone here, but every so often I do need to just shoo them off, so I developed a bit of a charm.
Well, out of curiosity, is that something that you can teach us?
I mean, I could, but it's not something that is easily learned. This is something that you'd have to do over quite a bit of time.
Okay, well, thank you.
It's not long of a travel before you see the hut, and it's more than really a hut. You see in the swamps there, it's boggy land, marshy, but there is a large slate of bedrock that Eliphas has built her house upon, and it is 2 stories. This and immediately what you spot is that there does seem to be some sort of carving into the bedrock that leads underneath the house. You can't see into it from this angle, you just pick up that it exists. As Eliphas does make way for the front door of her dwellings. Now, I've had a fire running low, so the house should be nice and warm and toasty. I can put on a larger fire for tea, or if anyone wants something else to drink, of course, I can see what I can make do. I can put a little bit of extra kick into anyone's tea, if you get what I'm saying.
Right. Perhaps that would be nice. Something nice and warm. Yes. And is there a fire, did you say?
Of course, I've had a fire running all day, so that way I keeps the mists off of it.
Okay. Yeah, Andy, why don't you go sit down and warm up?
Okay.
Crap. Crap. Well, I'm looking at purify food and drink, but it's verbal and somatic and it's ritual, so I need 10 minutes to cast it because I do not have any spell slots left in first level.
So, LFS leads you all into her house, and it is cozy and warm and dry. There are all sorts of hand knit and blankets that are about. There's a patchwork quilt that rests upon a small shelving unit. All sorts of just small things that make the house seem pleasant. The fire is small, and there is a deep chair next to it. But Elephas motions you about the house. Just to make yourself comfortable, I'll be tending to the fire here. Did anyone want tea, or I might have some stew that I could start heating back up from last night?
I can actually make tea for this to thank you for our rescue. I have actually special blend that I had grown. Would you allow me that?
If that is what you prefer, all about allowing you
I
to
will,
your
yes,
own
I will make
comforts. But if any of you want a little extra liquor to put in your tea, I can go ahead and grab that as well. And she gives a smile again, showing off the missing tea.
boy.
I'll take some stew, and as I say that, I'd like to insight check this lady.
Go ahead, give an insight check.
Okay.
What are you
I'm
trying
just
to
trying
pick
to
up?
see urine vibes is what I'm trying to pick up.
All right.
Oh, nat 20. I'm just trying to see if there's anything untoward in any of this.
Maybe a little odd. She doesn't seem to. She very much seemed to brush off Liza's attempts of talking business. But otherwise, she seems very hospitable. She doesn't seem malicious, at least not outwardly. If she is inwardly, it's hidden very well.
Okay.
So if she allows me, I'm gonna make tea.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pass out Goodberry and just say, will heal you guys up. And I pass out my bag and however many, especially Frista and Kari, because I'm concerned about them.
I'll take two if that's alright.
Yep.
Thank you.
Kari will take one, but won't easily pass it on. She's fine.
Yeah. And Andy, I made sure that she takes one so she's not as hungry. I'm
I'll take
very worried about the stew.
I would still eat anything that was put before me, mostly. So.
Liza.
1 hit point back.
Yeah. So, Liza looks to you all. All right. So, we're here now, and well, I don't know if you've got anything that you want to ask her. I still need that gem back. So, we'll see if perhaps she'll do business with me now that we're here. You can see that there's a slight irritation in Liza as she speaks. Perhaps, and Andy, because of going off of your insight, perhaps this is because she was brushed off earlier.
Well, I think we're gonna You can do what you want, but it would be nice for us to have a quick short rest.
Yeah. Well, a short rest does take an hour, so you're starting that process.
Yep.
Eliphas does return, and she has a large cauldron that she kind of toddles over. It seems that while she seems to make do with her life here, she is still an older woman, and as she gets to the fire, places it down for a moment before bracing herself to heave it up and hook it. And oh, that's appreciative. Now we'll just let that heat up a bit, and well, it should still be good. I made it fresh last night, but well, it's just a small rabbit stew with some of the vegetables grown here in the swamp. I don't think it'll be anything too bad.
Thank you.
So, as the stew begins to heat up, oh, next. You can't be doing that. Oh, goodness gracious, this cat. She does take the deep seat next to the fire, and you can hear as she lets out a creak as she sets in. And just seems to have a pleasant smile as she looks over all of you. Do any of you instigate a conversation with Eliphas at this time? Or do you wait?
So Elle, what do you do up here, or how do you? I don't know. We've met some strange folk in our recent travels. I don't know. I'm curious. How would you introduce yourself and what you do?
I'm a witch. They used to use that term to drive me off from the different villages that I used to travel through when I was closer to your ages. Of course, now I've embraced it, but I've also embraced my solitude. If someone needs something of me, they come to me and they bargain. I've got skills and knowledge, experience that could help people. And they decide to tell me what it's worth to them. Typically, I shy away from gold. I don't do anything such like heavy trades in coin. That's something you find with more civilized folk. But I do take bargains and trades. That's how we got the rabbit for our stew. I was able to whip up a healing ointment for a traveler nearby, farmer type.
Gosh, this sounds familiar. Okay, I'll bite. I'm looking for someone. Is there any way that would fall into your realm of bargaining?
It could. I'm not really the best when it comes to divination magics outside of being able to tell when it's going to rain. And she pats her left knee. But I could check my stores and knowledges and see if I can whip up something that might be able to help you out. But what would you offer it for me?
Well, It's a good thing you don't want money because I don't have much of that. I could offer you a performance. Those are intangible. Can't really keep those around forever. Um, hmm. Uh, yep. That's what I'm good at. And annoying
Elephas
people.
looks over you. Her eye wanders to Frista and to Tala. And seems to sit there heavy for a moment. Before her attention turns back to you, Andy. You say that you're looking for someone. Of course, I don't think you'd have any reason to lie to me. But are you sure you're not looking for something?
That too.
I may
All the
not
searching.
have a gift for seeing what isn't present, but I have a gift for reading people.
The sky falling. You've noticed it, I am sure. It's now cast a world in this dim light. And it has, in some places, affected it in a very negative way, such as raising the dead. What do you know about it?
Not as much as I want to, surely. But I think I know what you're looking for.
You
Something
do?
that fell from the sky, aye?
Could be. I have. And then I actually proceed to tell her. We came out here originally looking for this missing pilgrimage group who was looking for this relic. No idea what it is. And now that we are actually helping Cariente finding something, an item, to hopefully help with this crisis. So, are we looking for something? Yes. Hopefully to save the world or help people. Maybe the save the world is too grand. To help people. Yes, that's better.
As Eliphas leans back, listening, Liza, who has been flexing her fingers, again, she seems very irritated. Yes, well, they may be looking for something. We have business currently standing. You have my gem, wrongfully so, because you gave me something that doesn't work. Touch child will come back to you. I am dealing with something more interesting than your trifling problems. She doesn't even look to Liza as she says this. Eye still upon your group. I witnessed something falling from the skies. I think very much that it could be what you're looking for. However, you are very interesting to me. And again, it's all three of you. She looks at each, taking a moment. I can trade this information for you. However, I do have an idea of what I want from each of you.
What would that be?
Either a trinket of similar power or a favor.
I do not carry any trinkets that do not have a deep meaning for me. So I will ask, what is the favor that you ask?
Open-ended favor. You promise me your use, I promise you information.
Do we need her to find it? I'm asking Freesta.
I don't really know. I don't know if it'd be good to have the help though.
And
The
favor
favor.
owed.
I know. Is the terms with it? Because it's going to be any favor. Can we give our morals first so we don't do anything that goes against it?
You're looking for something very powerful. I'm asking for something very powerful in return. A favor of my choosing. And as she opens a palm from her, outstretched from her, seeming to grow from her palm, a barbed seed, large and heavy, about the size of a thumb. I'll be no bother of you until I need you. But this here is a understanding of where we stand. I only need a favor from one of you. Only one of you needs to take.
Is this a choice we need to make so now? I mean, we could go out, try and find it. If we can't find it, we come back. Offer a favor.
It's a one-time offer.
May we have some time to think it over?
As soon as you ask for time, Liza bursts into anger. And she stands up. Enough. Enough of all of this. First you ignore me, and now you're bargaining with these, and they're just asking for more of your time when I have this problem. And she throws, or at least attempts to, the trinket, the petrified troll's heart. And it can't leave her hands, and at the time, Elephas snaps. And the disguise upon Liza dissipates, and you see her horns, her wings, the fiendish visage that stands there, held in place as vines begin to break out and move around her. I don't think you have much time here. Now, as she looks to your group, you take this favor, or perhaps you would rather fight your friend. I assure you one is leagues easier than the other.
Oh, Christ.
Here's a favor.
You take the favor?
I'll take the favor.
She holds out the seed to you, Freesta.
Mm-hmm.
You need to swallow it.
Oh.
Please, I'll take it and she'll swallow it.
Okay.
You feel as it slides down. It scratches at your throat, but not in a way that is painful. It reminds you of needing to cough. But as you take the favor, she smiles, that same toothy grin, and reaches your hand and holds it, much like a grandmother would, tight. And she imparts memories into you. You see about... It's almost as if you were walking it, but quicker. The path, it's about 5 miles north of her hut. A field of mud. And you see it, almost that glowing essence that comes from this area. You know where you need to go, and as she lets go of your hand. Wonderful. Now, be on quickly before things get messy here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
And we leave.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
As
And
you
we
head out, yeah, let's go ahead and get some perception checks.
I was gonna say, what do we hear?
Hey.
Oh, good, good, good.
You hear, as before the door closes, Eliphas turns her attention to Liza. Now that was rude, and we've got business to attend to. And the door shuts. You hear nothing from inside the hut, but you do hear the wildlife. The faint amount of it, as most of it still seems quiet here. Perhaps due to the wards of the witch, or who knows. But it definitely doesn't seem like the mess that you know happens inside the hut at this moment. Friesta, you know the way as if you had walked it. You can lead, or if you wish to poke around Aliphes's grounds a little bit, you can. It is what do you all wish to do as you leave the abode?
Let everyone know that I know where to go. But I do think we should poke around just a little bit.
Yeah, what's under this house?
Yeah. If you head over to the cave, sticking your head in, it is dark. You need light. If you don't have it, need dark vision.
Yeah, I'll cast dancing lights.
Dancing
lights.
Yeah, dancing lights comes up. You see that it's just a cave. It's filled with moss and spiders, bugs that kind of crawl across the ground. You think you see a centipede.
Yeah.
It's a little damp in here. It smells.
Fine. I don't like this place. Probably mess with my drum tuning.
Actually, on second thought, should we find somewhere to rest for a little bit?
Probably a good idea.
Do we need to rest?
I don't really know, but let's head north where we need to go, and if any of us need a rest, then we'll start to rest.
What time of the day is it?
Currently, I want to say that you're about mid-afternoon, getting close to evening. You've still got plenty of light left in the day. You've got time.
Okay. Yeah, but 5 miles over bog
Well, I vote we just go. Andy doesn't really need a rest.
Okay.
But
yeah, so we go as long as there's light, yeah?
Okay.
And if we happen to find a safe place to camp, then we can't, because I don't want to be, wading through the bog in the nighttime where we can't see. Yes?
Fair.
Okay. And we go.
So you walk. You have daylight here. It serves you well. And It is easy enough to make the travelings, since Friesta, you know where you're going. You know where to move to avoid any sort of pitfallings or other natural hazards of the realm. It seems that it is Ellafish's own memories of the realm that she has placed in front of you. So it's almost second nature for you to walk, at least in this portion. And then you reach the field of mud. Deep, muddy pits create a pocketing around this area. You don't know which one exactly, but you have an idea, Friesta, of which one held the Fey heart. That glowing sensation that reminds you of the conduit shards. But it will take effort to find and reach. So, what do you do here to try and find it?
Investigation?
Investigation could work.
Oh,
Can I
I
do a
like
history check since I have the memories?
I would say history check would work here as well.
Perception? Oh.
Sure.
Oh, Rista. Amazing.
So, as Tala, you are trying to investigate, there's really only one thing here. They're mud pits. So you start sticking your hand in, feeling around. You're not really getting much. Andy, you're looking about, seeing what Tala is doing, and, well, I don't see anything up top, but maybe I can find something that could work, is what your thoughts are. So you're trying to see if there's any sort of vines or long branches that you can utilize. That way you don't have to, because you're quite a bit shorter than everybody else. If you get into one of these pits, you'd probably be swimming in it. Friesta, you think hard. You recall those memories, and while that last one wasn't very concrete, you think when you concentrate, you can find an origin point. So you walk up to that mud pit, and there's really only one way to do it. As you put your arm in, you end up lying on the ground. It's almost all the way up to your shoulder as you're just rooting around. And you think you find it. As you begin to pull what you have in your hand, almost to everybody else, all you see is this chunk of mud. But you can clean it off, wiping, and you see that it's actually, it looks to be wooden. But it's heavy and seems to pulse in your hand, Friesta. Friesta, can you... Actually, no. Everyone here can make me a knowledge check, but Friesta, you have advantage.
What is knowledge check?
So this would be Arcana, History, straight intelligence. Anything that would gain you information.
Yeah.
And Friesta, you rolled with advantage on that, yeah?
I did, yes.
Okay, cool.
It was a 6 or a natural 1.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Friesta, this seems familiar to you, but you don't know how. Andy, it looks like the knots of wood from large trees that you grew up near They would often be called hearts, colloquially. And it seems to be that this one has some sort of energy to it, as again, Friesta, you can feel a warmth and an almost pulse of energy from it.
GM question. Can I ritually cast something while walking, or do I have to be in one spot?
You have to be in one spot, rules is written, because it's a concentration thing.
Okay. Okay, companions, do we want to sit here for 10 minutes while I do some fun magic stuff, or do we not want to sit here for 10 minutes?
I mean, 10 minutes.
I'm going to ask for investigation checks here, real quick.
Oh, Della.
Andy and Friesta, you spot where the wood of this heart is fractured and seems to be leaking some sort of arcane essence into the realms.
Shoot, if only I'd learned mending like my ma wanted me to. Shucks.
And Friesta, since you've got a 23 on that, this energy that is leaking out, it seems to be a warm summer's day almost. Revitalizing. Invigorating. Full of life. And as that happens, you hear a rapid crunch, a pulse of energy that is coming from the other side of the forest and the swamps, coming towards you all. You have a moment here to try and take cover behind some of the trees nearby.
Della! I'm hiding behind Della.
He drag you over to behind a stump or something.
Okay.
Oh.
Stealth?
I would say actually instead of stealth, roll for me dex saves.
Oh, good.
No.
We love dex saves. How's a nat 1?
Oh no!
That's great.
So, Tala is able to get back behind the.
I'm a halfling.
You are a halfling.
I always forget. Oh, how's a 2?
Tala, you are able to get behind and out of the way, whereas Friesta and Andy, you are caught a little bit here out in the open. When the energy does come, that wave that came from the other side of the swamp crashes into this clearing, right into the Fey heart. And as it does so, a pulse fills the realm. And out of the swampy waters rise more undead, turning to look at you. And that is where we end our session. So, thank you to our players for playing. Thank you to all of our viewers for viewing. I hope that you did enjoy this episode and that you will tune in next week to see what else we've got going on. I do want to say thank you to Sirenscape, who provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone played during dramatically appropriate times. You can find out more about Sirenscape by heading over to their website, sirenscape.com, and checking them out and what they can do for your table. While you're on the internet, please go over to wildewitch.com. That is our website. It is going to tell you all the things that Wildewitch RP has got going on, all the ways you can find us on the internet, including the Discord invite to join, chat, hang out with all of us. But with that, I'll see you guys in the next stream. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.